JIT-TV, just in time.
A very warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring you nothing but politics, business, sports, and also entertainment, all in one experience. Let's take a look at your headlines for today. President Emmerson Mnangagwa orders new elections in 6 constituencies affected by Chabangu's recalls. Lithium mines are given March 2024 deadline. Dynamos lift Chibuku Super Cup to end 9-year trophy jinx. Now, President Emmerson Mnangagwa has ordered new elections after the recalling of 6 Citizens Coalition for Change National Assembly members by the party Secretary General Sengezo Chabangu last month. Now, in a statutory instrument 235 of 2023 through a supplement to the Government Gazette dated December 1, 2023, President Mnangagwa proclaimed new elections in the 6 constituencies, announcing February 3, 2024 the date by the election. Now, South Africa's Border Management Authority has intercepted 42 buses transporting 443 unaccompanied children from Zimbabwe to South Africa. Now, BMA Commissioner Michael Masiabato revealed the discovery of the alleged human trafficking operation during a festive season border control briefing on Sunday in Pretoria. Now, Masiabato said the children were discovered during a string operation on Saturday at the Beitbridge border post involving police, border guards, and a Home Affairs anti-corruption team.
I also want to touch on what happened just last night. A sting operation has been conducted by the border guards, the Home Affairs anti-corruption team, as well as members of the SAPS at the Beitbridge border post just this night. They were able to stop and search about 42 buses trying to enter the Republic, and out of that we found 443 children under the age of 8 that were in those buses without any parent or any guardian. Fairly, they were being trafficked into South Africa. We were able to take them out of those buses. We were then able to engage with the Zimbabwean officials, and we handed them back to Zimbabwe for processing back into the country.
Welcome to Zambezi River Lodge, Victoria Falls. Nestled on the banks of the mighty Zambezi River, right on the edge of the national park, Zambezi occupies the most unique and finest spot with the tranquility and seclusion every traveler seeks. Each of its well-appointed rooms is either garden or river facing, allowing you to soak in the serenity of the environment. The award-winning restaurant Amlonga offers delectable cuisine, which includes our famous high teas. To explore Victoria Falls from this fine location, book any of our packages now. Zambezi River Lodge. Relax, refresh, replenish.
Let's take a look now at the African news for today. Now, the military leaders of Burkina Faso and Niger said Saturday they would quit the G5 anti-jihadist force in Africa's Sahel area, the latest blow to the fight against insurgents in one of the world's most troubled regions. Now, Burkina and Niger have decided in full sovereignty to quit all instances of G5 Sahel, including the joint force, as of November 29. The two countries said in a statement. Now, in a veiled reference to France, they added that the G5 Sahel cannot serve foreign interest to the detriment of the people, and even less the dictates of any power in the name of a partnership that treats them like children, denying the sovereignty of the peoples. Now to the international news for today. Now, 11 climbers have died and another dozen are missing in Indonesia following the eruption of a highly active volcano in the province of West Sumatra, officials told CNN on Monday. Located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, Indonesia has 127 active volcanoes, more volcanoes than anywhere else in the world, and Mount Merapi is among the country's most active. Now, evacuations are underway in the area. Abdul Malik, head of search and rescue teams in West Sumatra, told CNN, and a team of 40 rescuers was currently on the mountain while eruptions were still taking place. Let's get on to the business side of news for today. Now, lithium mining companies have been given a deadline of 31 March 2024 to submit beneficiation plans as the government seeks to tap into substantial mineral revenues that can be generated from the beneficiation of key minerals. Now, the government believes that Zimbabwe, with a significant resource endowment of platinum group metals, gold, lithium, and diamonds, can undergo economic transformation and development anchored on beneficiation. Negotiating external loans worth $330 million to finance the national budget gap for 2024, according to a report on public debt released by the Treasury last week. It also intends to issue Treasury bills and bonds amounting to $5.8 trillion to fund the gap. The estimated funding gap for the budget stands at $9.2 trillion, comprising $4.3 trillion on the budget deficit and $4.9 trillion needed to repay and maturing government securities.
At Hewlett's, we believe in a sweet future. A sweet future for our country, planet, and community.
Protec was founded in 1982 with the mission of assisting previously disadvantaged youth for successful entry into STEM-based careers. Protec Tongaat opened its doors in 1991, and from day one, Tongaat Hewlett has played a vital role in ensuring our continued success and growth. Each year, Protec Tongaat supports approximately 120 learners from grades 10 to 12 with an aptitude in maths and science from low socioeconomic backgrounds.
We get career exposure with site visits, career counseling, and job shadowing to help us make a more informed career choice.
Studying at Protec has allowed me to rank in the top 10 performing electrical engineering graduates at the UT.
Growing a sweet future is not only about financial support. It is also about creating opportunities. Tongaat Hewlett has employed 33 Protec engineering students and have been a partner of Protec for over 30 years, and our support will continue into the future.
Hewlett's, growing a sweet future.
Fana, I'm tired. I'm cold. And lastly, on your sports news. Now, Zimbabwe football giants Dynamos finally ended their 9-year trophy drought after beating newly crowned league champions Ngezi Platinum Stars 2-0 to win the Chibuku Super Cup at Baobab Stadium on Sunday. Now, the victory earned Dimbare the ticket to represent the country in the CAF Confederation Cup next season, while Ngezi, who recently won the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League title, will be playing in the CAF Champions League. Now, it was a hard-fought win for Dynamos, who had to withstand some early pressure from the hosts before scoring 2 second-half goals from youthful forward Elton Chikona and Ghanaian import Emmanuel Paga to secure the win. Now, Chikona put Dynamos in control of the high-stakes final after breaking the deadlock with a close-range finish from a rebound after 74 minutes. And that is all from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me today. As always, kindly please comment and follow us on all our social media platforms on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. Or rather, you can go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw. Signing out, it is Andile Gugulethi Ntombe. Have yourselves an amazing day.
JIT-TV, just in time.
Zimbabwe, nyika yakanaka. Zimbabwe is a landlocked country between the Zambezi and Limpopo rivers, surrounded by SADC countries like South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, and Mozambique. The name Zimbabwe stems from a Shona term for Great Zimbabwe. It's the ruins of an ancient city dating back to between the 11th and 15th centuries, are made entirely of stone and span over 1,800 acres. Ask us about arranging a visit here. The highlands are known for their natural environment, with tourist destinations such as Nyanga, Chimanimane, Vumba, and Chirinda Forest at Mount Selinda. Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders and one of the world's biggest and most spectacular waterfalls, is located in the country's extreme northwest and is part of the Zambezi River. The Victoria Falls National Park is also in this area and is one of the 8 main national parks in Zimbabwe, the largest of which is Hwange National Park. Matobo Hills National Park is one of the country's most interesting parks from a cultural perspective. It's not only very scenic, it also has a rich human history. Once inhabited by Bushmen, there's a superb collection of well-preserved rock art dating back at least 13,000 years. Lake Kariba is one of the biggest man lakes that is famous for the mystical creature Nyami Nyami and is a popular African travel destination. Zimbabwe is showing a steady growth path economically according to the World Bank review. This is a significant improvement after a 2-year recession due to COVID-19 and other factors. Zimbabwe's agriculture has taken its status of being the breadbasket of Africa, with its land reform program showing phenomenal signs of growth and yields produced by Zimbabweans for Zimbabweans. Land is certainly a good story to tell. Zimbabwe is now the fastest growing third world country in Africa and the world at large. Zimbabwe, Musha Wakanaka. Zimbabwe is blessed with amazing fauna and flora, minerals, and many natural resources. It is one of the world's biggest producers of gold and the 3rd biggest producers of platinum. The mining sector remains very lucrative, with some of the world's largest platinum reserves being mined. The Marange diamond fields, discovered in 2006, are considered the biggest diamond find in over a century. So if you need a world-class African country to do business while touring this majestic landscape and seeing the Big 5, Zimbabwe is the destination of choice. Zimbabwe. Zimba Zimbabwe.